Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Raw review of Monday Night Raw this past Monday on December 14th. I'm Matt. This is Smack It to the Mat. I bring you whatever the hell I feel like bringing you nowadays, I guess. But last I did the Raw preview, which turned out I think my audio was kind of messed up, so I'm still working on that. So bear with me. I'll get there. Or I won't. Who knows? I'm working on it. So with that being said, it was the Raw Go Home show for TLC, which will be this Monday or this Sunday. Hopefully, I can get with Vince and we'll try to do predictions. Probably do them Friday night, maybe if we're lucky. We'll see. We'll see what he's got going on. We'll go from there so we can get back on track. But we messed up past two just due to work and stuff. So let's kick off the show. So obviously they do a recap of crap that happened last week. They start the night off with the whole twas the night before TLC or the nightmare before TLC. So AJ's out in the ring. He's got the table. He's got the ladder. He's got a chair. Or no, it wasn't AJ. It was basically Miz TV because the Miz was doing the rendition of it. He was doing the narration, if you will. And it was actually pretty clever. That was him, just talking about how AJ's going to beat Drew above me. How the man to the right here is going to beat the man who's up here. That's why I got Drew looking down on AJ like, yeah, I'm ready, bitch. Bring it on. But anywho, it was good. It was clever. Miz talking about he's going to cash in on. He said he was going to cash in on Drew, but he said he was going to pin AJ. And AJ interrupted him and said, "Hey, that's not what I told you. That's not in the book I gave you." And he's like, "I'm doing a director's cut. Leave it alone." It's an after credit scene, I'm just making good jokes and stuff. They keep talking, and then Sheamus comes out and tells AJ, because think you're real clever, huh? That kind of crap. Ends up talking crap, trying to get the match started, so they decide to get the match going. See here. In the match, AJ worked over Sheamus's ankle a lot, put him in the calf crusher, calf killer, whatever you want to call it nowadays. Put him in that and kind of hurt him. It was good stuff, though. Really good match. But overall, AJ ended up getting the win. Afterwards, kind of post-match beatdown, AJ's beating him with the chair with his legs caught up in the ropes at an angle. So it's kind of one of those where in the Royal Rumble, when somebody falls out and they'll hook their feet on the bottom rope, so their toes are basically dangling on the rope. That's how Sheamus was dangling, and he couldn't get up. So Styles was just whacking him with the chair, beating on him a little bit. Drew didn't make the save, which we know why. I mean, they explained it last week a little bit. So still good match. And then they announced that the Hurt Business was taking on the New Day and Jeff. Before that match, got a commercial comeback. Before the match they talked about earlier today, shows the Hurt Business basically showing up to the arena in a way, but they're backstage. They see a guy wearing an original bro hat at basically like a catering table type place. He's got a box of donuts. He grabbed a donut. He's like, took a bite of donuts and like, "What are you eating?" He's like, "It's a donut. It's organic, talking hype on the Matt Riddle crap." And he's like, "Where'd you get that hat?" He's like, "I just found it laying here, so I decided to put it on." Giving him shit. I was talking about the bro notes, saying they're organic, they're healthy for you, gluten-free, all that. He goes to walk away, Lashley stops him, and then somebody said something about, what's goes good with donuts? Pours and this is how you know I work retail, because I can describe the exact thing of milk he pours on them. There's a carton. It's a great value organic vitamin D carton. So they just went over to Walmart and bought some vitamin D organic milk and just dumped the whole damn thing on this freaking local talented guy or whatever. I'm loving the Hurt Business right now, to be honest. Even though they're heels, I've always been a huge fan of Lashley. I got his Ring Giant action figure over there. I got both of his shirts that he had on his first run. So he was my guy. He was my guy at one point in time. So they go to Gorilla. You got the Hardy Boys and the Hardy Boys. You got Jeff and the New Day talking there. Basically talking strategy. Riddle comes up and he's like, the New Day's not the same without. They're missing some members since he's over on SmackDown. Referring to Big E, obviously. And he was like, well, I thought I'd be nice tonight and join you guys. And I will be Bro E. Get it? Kind of. And they're like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. So he's hyping him up. Jeff comes out with Riddle in his corner. New Day come out. Hurt Business come out. And this match was just insane, man. This match was just insane. It was just all over the place. A lot of good spots. Kofi, and the whole point of the story, obviously, is the Hurt Business trying to win those tag team titles, which I get. It's fine. It works. I mean, they're trying to do it. It'd be cool if they do it, but I don't think they will. And yeah, so good stuff. The ending saw. So Jeff was working. Shelton. Cedric goes for the lumbar check on Jeff. He hit the lumbar check. Jeff kicked out. Cedric seemed a little confused on what to do next. Sorry. And then he goes to do something. Jeff reversed it, shoves him into the ropes. When he bounces off the ropes, Lashley makes the blind tag. Jeff didn't see that. Hits Twist of Fate on Cedric. Cedric rolls out the ring. Lashley runs up to try to put him in the Hurt Lock. Or did he go after the turnbuckle first? I don't remember. I mean, it's been 2 days since I saw it, so bear with me. And I was working while I was watching it, so I didn't see everything going on. However. Oh, okay. So before Lashley got in, Jeff hit the Twist of Fate, and I think Lashley did get in. Cedric pushed. I don't know, something happened where Jeff was in the turnbuckle trying to set up a Whisper in the Wind. Oh, he was going to do it to Lashley. He evaded the Hurt Lock and went to go, he hit like a running clothesline on Lashley in the corner. Lashley stumbles out of the corner. Jeff goes to get up to hit it, Whisper in the Wind while he's up there, which I knew it wasn't going to work because he got up there really un-Jeff Hardy-like, if you know what I mean. He got up there kind of really slow, so I saw it coming, and I was like, he's not going to be able to hit it. Because I'm like, Whisper in the Wind, he normally hops up, flip. I know he's older, so it's harder to do, but he goes to do it. When he's up there, Cedric comes over and grabs his left leg and throws him down, so he basically racks himself on the top turnbuckle. Well, Lashley comes over, puts him in the Hurt Lock, takes him off the turnbuckle, drags him around a little bit. Jeff taps out, match is over. They kind of start beating down on him. Riddle gets in. They all back off. So it was pretty good. The whole thing here, I think, is they're either going to give Riddle or Jeff the U.S. title down the road. So see what happens. Next up, we have Lana taking on Nia Jax. And, I mean... Sorry, guys. Lana's 2-0 with Asuka under help right now. They beat him in a non-title bout. She beat Bayzler last week. So now she's fighting Lana. Before the match, Asuka's backstage, hyping her up, telling her, "You can do it. You can beat her. You can beat her. We know you can't. Believe in yourself." Yeah, rah, 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 type of thing. Which eventually ended up working because your winner, Lana. I know, right? Go figure. So, what was it? Lana got whipped into the turnbuckle, and while she was in the turnbuckle, Nia came over, hit a body splash on her or something. I think she was going for a Vader bomb, and Lana reversed it, tried to do a sunset flip power bomb, basically. I think that's like might be able to do. I'll just watch the replay. But it looked like it was sunset flip, like like a like you're in the turnbuckle wailing on a base flip out buckle. So, all right. So to recap, Nia's got her in a gorilla position, military press slam. Jerks her up. Lana hits a Hurricane Rana on her. Nia's in the turnbuckle. Lana comes over, starts hitting some kicks. Okay, so Lana got up on the turnbuckle. Nia caught her off, hit a little headbutt. Lana's top rope. Lana gets to Nia Jax gets to the middle. Oh, Nia Jax was going to go for the Samoa drop off the turnbuckle. Lana escapes, slides out of that, goes to set up for the flip out, basically flip out powerbomb. Doesn't get it, so instead kicks her in the back of the knee and hits the double stomp off when they're Del Rio used to do it back in the day. Hit the double stomp move to the chest. Nia falls. Basically fell with her legs going over her in a way. So when her legs went up, Lana just grabbed them. 1, 2, 3, Lana's the winner. Shows Asuka backstage cheering, and then goes back to the ring. Lana's cheering, and then go backstage. Bayzler beat up Asuka. Shayna runs down. Her and Nia start working on Lana, and basically break her elbow. Essentially, is what the story they're going at. Is they broke her elbow, so she can't compete Sunday, so she's not going to be able to win the title. So she'll probably come back, and then she'll get the title. And then up next, you have Keith Lee going against John Morrison and The Miz, and a 2-on-1 handicap match. Before the match, Keith Lee ran into him backstage. He had a coin. He flipped it. It was funny too because he flipped it and then don't worry about that noise. Before he flipped it though, said freaking he's like, I got a coin here, and before he said anything, freaking Morrison goes heads. And Miz is like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, heads. It's like, no, dude, he didn't tell us what it's for, what it's about. You can't just say heads. He's gonna flip it. I call heads. And just Morrison just being a blumbering idiot. It was great though. It's great. I love Morrison. I think he's really good. I need to do more with him though, but he's really good in my opinion. So this match was really good too. Probably like maybe 10, 12 minutes long, I think. But so the only difference with this handicap match due to any other, it was basically Miz and Morrison weren't tagging out, which technically they should have been unless Keith Lee said he didn't give a damn. So cool move by Keith Lee though. He did do basically the Van Damme kick where he just pop-up spin kick kind of way. It was real cool. I suggest you look it up if you want to see the match. Basically just pops up and then hits that kick, and I'm like, ooh, Big Man's been training. Which he did get sent down to perform the PC to help others train and whatnot, so no big deal. Miz and Morrison, eventually the numbers game got the better of him. He ended up losing, but he lost when they double pinned him. So to me, it was fine, but tonight it was mainly all the freaking heels getting a win, so it was weird. It's weird. I'm not used to that. I think Lana might have been the only face that won the entire night. So, yeah. I mean, I like all those guys in that match. Keith Lee's real good. Morrison's real good. So Miz is good and bad. He's growing on me. He's still around, so to the devil's due, I guess. Then Mace was taking on Ricochet, doing the whole Ali's trying to recruit Ricochet into Retribution. It's not going to stop until he says yes, apparently. So Mace, aka Dio Madden, pretty good match. Ricochet was just flying all over the place, and Dio Madden, a big guy, just trying to end it. Well, he hit a nice, what was it, like side slam powerbomb type deal. It looked good. It looked good. In my opinion, it looked good. Ricochet kicked out though, so then it showed Ali, because Ali was at ringside. It shows Ali, and he's like trying to think, and he's like, you know what, end it. So Mace hit him with another move. I didn't see it, but I looked over, and he was already, match was over. And then Ali got in his face and said, "This isn't over until you join Retribution." Oh, okay, whatever. Next up, you had Dana Brooke taking on Shayna Bayzler. And at this match, Dana Brooke came out looking like, got the upper hand, but then out of nowhere, Nia Jax showed up and just DQ, instant DQ, basically. So, a good part, I think they were either, so Shayna Bayzler always, so you have your elbow, she always puts your elbow out like this. She goes to stomp on it, right? That's her move. Breaking your elbow, basically. Dana had her arm like that, and she goes to stomp and moved it at the last second, so Shayna technically stomped on the ground, which was great. It's one of the best things, in my opinion. And then, so Shayna and I end up getting the upper hand, and out of nowhere, sorry, Randy Orton, Mandy Rose came out and just started beating the crap out of him with the kendo stick. And then ultimately they got Asuka came out to help Mandy and Dana Brooke, and faces stood tall. So I guess two faces won throughout the whole night. Dana Brooke, but it wasn't a win in my opinion because it was a DQ win. It doesn't count. But it does count. Next up, you had Riddle versus MVP. This match was 2 minutes. MVP, I don't even think had a movement on him. Just instantly hit like a kick and then hit him with the floating bro, and it was over. And then afterwards, Bobby Lashley popped in to start wailing on Riddle. Riddle grabbed whatever he had with him and then exited the ring. And then there's the Bray Wyatt stuff because that was good shit. And then next up, we had Bray taking on. Well, he didn't really take him on. Bray brought the Firefly Funhouse gang to the Thunderdome. It was called the Field Trip, if you remember correctly, as I stated in my review. So it was, or my preview, not my review. This is my review. So Bray shows up, basically just cuts a promo, making bad jokes. Were hilarious, in my opinion. They were bad. They were like more like dad jokes, if you will. Good, but also bad. So they were there, and then Orton popped up on the Titantron and said, "Hey Bray, he got one up on me last week. It ain't gonna happen this week." Basically, so, but you like to play games? Let's play a game. It's called hide and seek. And he's like, "Come find me." So, excuse me. But so he said, "Let's play hide and seek. Come find me, and we'll have fun." Basically, Bray says, "Okay." So he starts to head back. They come to commercial. Talked about something, I can't remember what. But they come back and Bray's looking for him. So I did jump around a little bit. I do apologize about that, guys. But again, bear with me. I'm trying something new. Don't like it. Don't care. I'll figure it out. But Bray's walking backstage. He's like, "Hey, Randy, where are you?" Kind of stuff, And then walking back there, and he runs into Matt Riddle, if you will. So Riddle says, "Hey, game show on the Firefly Funhouse was it pronouns, basically something, in my opinion, stupid. So to me, it didn't matter. But then he's like, yeah, okay, I'll think about it. And then Bray walks off, and who would pop up? Ramblin' Rabbit. It was awesome. Ramblin' Rabbit's talking about Riddle being cool and whatnot, and he's like, yo, dude. And then Riddle's like, hey, you remind me of Skipper, because he has a rabbit named Skipper, I guess. He goes, he's a huge fan. Would you sign this carrot? And then gave him a carrot to sign, basically, and it looked like he was just trying to eat it. I mean, it's Ramblin' Rabbit. He's a rabbit. Anywho, and then they cut to the Shayna Bayzler match, I think it was. Got a commercial. We come back, and it shows R-Truth talking with Huskus, the pig boy, which was just hilarious. And then Bray comes up, and he's like, oh, Huskus, there you are, like acting like he's shocked. Like he lost Huskus, basically. He's like, I'm glad I found you. Been looking everywhere for you. And Huskus didn't say anything, but Truth's talking to him, and he's like, you got a beautiful son here. And he's like, hey, he's like trying to say that. He's like, oh, is he your dad, kind of thing? Just having fun, and it was goofy, but kind of clever. I thought it was all right. You had to watch it. You watch it, I think you'd enjoy it, but I digress. So, anyways, Bray leaves, and R-Truth freaking just being the goofball that he is. He said, your dad's real cool, or some shit like that. And I'm just like, oh, I'm glad the comedy act is working with R-Truth. Well, I forget about that part too. Because that wasn't in the highlights. I guess it was a filler, if you will. So then, back with the Randy Orton stuff. Come back to Bray. He sees a door open, or the door's already open, but he sees a spotlight over the rocking chair, like the one he always sat in when he was the Wyatt family. The good Bray, in my opinion. But so he goes, he's looking at it, he's feeling it, decides to sit down on it, and he's like, just starts rocking. Give it a couple minutes, lo and behold, who shows up? The Viper, Randall Orton. So Randy shows up and starts beating the crap out of him, basically. Slams him into a garage door, slams him into the road case, opens the road case, locks the road case, then agrees to light the road case on fire with Bray Wyatt basically still in there. So as it's on fire and he's just backing away slowly, like admiring it basically. And then he's like, and then I don't remember where he showed up at. But then out of nowhere, the Fiend just shows up and starts attacking the crap out of him, and then puts him in the mandible claw, and then that's it. Then we go to stage exit finale, basically. So it was a showdown between Drew and AJ where they're hanging the title above the ring. So we're getting a TLC match for the title. Where the title will be, you had to climb the ladder to get the title. Thank God, because I'm tired of these TLC matches where you got a pin to win. It's stupid. So, they were just talking. Drew basically says, I won the title. Yes, yeah. I don't want to explain all of it. Wasn't that great. However, AJ did mention that he's been in more TLC matches than Drew has, because Drew's never been in one. And it's a match that people have been wanting to see for a while, I guess. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, sure. I'm okay with it. And then I forgot what. Oh, basically AJ's like, oh, just remember, Drew. Something about it's not only me you're fighting or some shit. And then Miz and Morrison attack Drew, throw him in the ladder. Basically, they just overwork him. He gets laid out. At the end, sees AJ. That's why I got Drew looking at AJ, because at the end of the night, that was your finale right there. That's what you saw at the end of the night. AJ taking the title off the thing on top of the ladder, acting like he won. Obviously, he's not going to win because he's the heel, and he grabbed the belt at the end. It only works if you're the face. Most of the time, anyways. So, another thing I forgot, because nobody really cares about it, is the end. They did a part with Elias where he's there, and now he's got Jax and Ryker with him. And he talks about the match with him and Jeff a couple weeks ago, where he got electrocuted, and said that I saw the light. Basically, I saw the immortal truth or whatever he calls it, and so did Jax and Ryker. And the truth is that there's one thing and one thing only, and that is WWE stands for, and that the non-existent crowd says walk with Elias, and so does Jax and Ryker. Does it twice. And then Elias goes and sing a song, talking about he hates to be interrupted. Drew comes out and says, sorry for interrupting you on main event. And he's like, but you're interrupting me now. Kind of thing. He's like, no, go on. He's like, no, you just interrupted me. He's like, no, you're good. Kind of crap. 24/7, basically mid-card, 24/7 game come running out. You got Tozawa, Eric, Lucha House Party, Gulak, somebody else, I can't remember. But they're all chasing our truth. Some of them get in the ring, and Ryker just throws them out, basically. And I can't remember who it was. One of them got in the ring, and Ryker just hit him with like a sit-down, not a full sit-down power bomb, but it was more like a choke slam sit-down power bomb, or spinebuster-esque power bomb type deal. It looked pretty good, to be honest. It's the best he's looked in years. So, be cool to see what happens. I was okay with it. I thought it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. So, scale of 1 to 9, about a 6.3. I think it was decent. Like I said, the opening segment was good. The final segment was good. 3 out of the 6 matches were good. Overall, it's good at best. The Randy Orton Bray thing was really good. So yeah, it'll be cool to see what's going to happen at TLC this Sunday. So go watch it. I will probably watch it Monday morning. I'll talk to Vince. Maybe we'll just do a watch along for it if he's down for it. And then maybe we can do 2 things. We could do the watch along, and then we could do Tuesday morning Raw recap review type thing like what I'm doing now. And yes, I know it's Wednesday, but whatever. So, hope you guys enjoyed, as always. Let me know what you thought of Raw. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Not hate it? Let me know in the comments, as well as, thanks for watching. Enjoy your day. Hope you guys have a good holiday or whatever you got coming up. Be safe. Thanks for watching. Later.